Welcome. This is your host, Tommy O'Neill, with the Voynich Manuscript and Folio 80R. And what we'll be focusing on today is something about hair and why do you lose your hair at a certain age? Well, millions of people, perhaps billions of people, want the answer. And inside the Voynich Manuscript, it may have the answer. If you notice this image right here, uh, she has her hand, that lady has her hand inside the woman's hair, and the other woman with the other woman's hand in her hair, has holding something for her hair. So she took that out of her, so she's having something done to her hair, and I'm gonna say that this woman is applying Egyptian castor oil. And how I know that is if we go into Voynich, and over here you can see it, that's where it's being applied. And there's a lot of women with hair in this folio. Anyway, if we take the word puzzle, just these four letters of the Voynich, and copy them and go into my cipher and paste, it's Lolo for Eva, but it's CC in Latin. And how I know that is we'll copy that, go down here, and you can use my Latin link, and we'll go in here and search, and it is CC, and definition is an Egyptian tree castor oil. So if we look inside Claude's answer to that, and I'll blow this up for you so you can read it better if you're on your television at home. So the Latin word CC refers to the castor oil plant Ricinus communis, an older Latin Greek derived name for what's more commonly called Ricinus. Today, the name shows up in classical and medieval botanical texts, including Pliny the Elder's Natural History, where he describes the plant and its oil. The connection to hair treatment comes through castor oil itself, which has long documented history as hair and scalp remedy. Ancient Egypt, castor oil was used for scalp and hair care and is mentioned in the Ebers Papyrus, c. 1550 BCE, alongside other medicinal uses. Classical antiquity, Pliny and other writers noted its use as an ointment, emollient, including for hair and skin. Later herbal traditions, castor oil persisted through medieval and early modern herbals as a treatment for dry scalp, hair thinning, and as a general hair conditioner. Largely due to its high viscosity, rhinocleic acid, rhinocleic acid, which makes it good at sealing in moisture and coating the hair shaft. Modern usage, castor oil packs castor oil hair growth trends, draws long folk remedy lineage through rigorous clinical evidence for hair growth, specifically versus conditioning shine, is thin. Most of what it does well is moisturize, reduce breakage, rather than stimulate new follicle growth. If you're asking in connection with your Voynich work, given the manuscript's heavy botanical and pharmaceutical sections, CC is exactly the kind of plant name that shows up in contemporary herbal glossaries. So, um, I'm not a doctor, so this is coming out of Claude, and this is coming out of the Voynich Manuscript. I don't know much at all about Egyptian castor oil and its qualities or its properties and how it reacts to your scalp. So take this with a grain of salt, and I would ask your doctor about it. So there you go. Anyway, we can look at the image again. A woman is applying it, and this folio, these women, she has abundance amount of hair, and it is a hair folio. Lots of hair in here. There's a woman here being tied up by a Wilfred Voynich. And they're taking a bath. Looks like another image of a woman touching the other woman's hair. So this one looks more obvious that this woman is applying something. Here's the word. Now it is a word puzzle because the end letter is an extra letter, but Wilfred Voynich used word puzzles, and CC is a part of that word. That's how I work the cipher with the. There are very rare words that take up the whole. Usually they're small Latin words in the Voynich manuscript that use Latin, but I'm 100% positive that the cipher is applied to this manuscript, and it's overall about a supernova in the star charts of 1006. And Wilfred Voynich mentioned his initials is WV, he's mentioned MV and MW in the manuscript, throughout the manuscript, in certain instances. Let's see how long this has gone on for. I will take a look. That's me and my dog. 6 minutes. Well, I guess I could put on the folio about what it sounds like. I'm just not letting you hear the commercial. Who wants to hear a commercial, right? Skip that. So I'll let you hear the manuscript. No, it's not doing it. For some reason, it doesn't like to do that. Well, anyway, thank you for listening to the Egyptian castor oil hair treatment for the Voynich manuscript. And I'm fairly certain this is what Wilfred Voynich meant about this folio, amongst other things. But I think this was the overall impression he was trying to get a relate. So thank you, and have a good day, or good evening, or good morning, wherever you're at on the planet. Take care.